Have you ever stared at the impossible staircase, forever climbing, yet somehow looping back on itself? This famous image, a visual paradox, makes us question what we see. Our brain tells us it's a staircase, but logic screams it can't exist. This conflict highlights a fundamental truth. Our perception of reality isn't always accurate. Our brains are constantly bombarded with information from our senses. It's a chaotic symphony of light, sound, smells, and textures. To make sense of this sensory overload, our brains take shortcuts, making assumptions based on past experiences and learned patterns. These shortcuts are usually helpful, allowing us to navigate the world quickly and efficiently. However, they also make us vulnerable to illusions. Optical illusions in particular exploit these shortcuts, revealing the fascinating limitations of our perception. By understanding how illusions work, we gain a deeper understanding of how our brains construct our reality, a reality that is, more often than not, an interpretation rather than an absolute truth. Imagine your brain as a master puzzle solver. It receives pieces of information from your senses, like puzzle pieces scattered on a table. These pieces, representing light, shadow, and color, don't tell the whole story. The brain, eager to solve the puzzle, relies on past experiences and stored knowledge to fill in the gaps. It connects the dots, creating a complete picture, even if some pieces are missing or misplaced. This process of interpretation is what allows us to recognize faces, understand language, and appreciate art. We don't see the world as it truly is, but rather as our brain interprets it to be. However, this reliance on assumptions can lead to errors in perception, tricking us into seeing things that aren't really there or missing details that contradict our expectations. Like a puzzle solved incorrectly, the picture might seem complete, but the details don't quite add up. Consider the classic Muller-Lyer illusion. Two lines, identical in length, appear different sizes because of the arrows at their ends. Our brain, accustomed to interpreting converging lines as depth cues, perceives the line with outward-pointing arrows as longer, even though it's not. Another example is the checkerboard shadow illusion. Two squares, one labeled A and the other B, appear to be different shades of grey. However, they are actually the exact same colour. The surrounding squares and the cast shadow trick our brain into perceiving a difference in shade where none exists. These simple illusions demonstrate how easily our brain can be fooled, highlighting the subjective nature of our perception. What we see is not always a true reflection of reality, but rather a construct of our brain's interpretation. The implications of these illusions extend far beyond amusing visual tricks. They reveal a profound truth about human experience. Our perception is a matter of perspective. Just as our brains can be tricked by optical illusions, they can also be influenced by our biases, beliefs, and past experiences. This understanding is crucial in navigating the complexities of human interaction and decision-making. What we perceive as the absolute truth might simply be our interpretation, shaped by our unique perspective. By acknowledging the limitations of our senses and the subjective nature of perception, we open ourselves to the possibility of multiple perspectives, fostering empathy, understanding, and a more nuanced view of the world around us.